So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite AI tools, and it's called NotebookLM. It's a tool owned by Google, and this particular tool has helped me read and learn more than ever before. And I say this because I've used this tool to read about, I think at the moment, 20 books this year, if not more than. And it's not just like how Josh Too Funny did it. Now, more than half of you on this channel actually watch my videos on mobile. So I'm going to do this video in two tutorial versions. I'm going to do the mobile app version, and I'm going to do the mobile web version. So the first thing you're going to do is to actually go to your own version of the App Store or Play Store, whether you use a Google, Android, or Apple device, and search for NotebookLM. You're going to follow the steps and you're going to come to a page like this. Now yours will be empty. Mine is like this because I use it quite often, okay? You can use a PDF, a website, a YouTube, a text, whatever it might be, you can upload it as your source. You can rename your book to fit the research that you're currently working on. I'm learning how to sell better to Nigerians, so obviously, I'm going to call mine a sales guide. Next up, once the book has been generated, or has been uploaded rather, it would give me a summary of what that book looks like. And then I can also create a podcast or a show that will sound like this.
Today, we're tackling a topic almost everyone has an opinion on, and let's be honest, sometimes dreads. Sales. You know, whether it feels like a relentless chore or maybe...
I can also go ahead to download this and share it with my friends. Now let's move on to the web app version. It is very similar to the mobile version. The only difference is this actually has more features and more tools. For example, if I go to the featured notebooks, I have access to, let's call it NotebookLMs or notebooks, and see what they've done. So I can look at The Economist and see what they're talking about in terms of what's happening around the world in 2025. What does AI have to do with this? How does China, Africa, and other things affect what's happening around the world or on a global scale? I can look at the videos, I can look at the mind maps, all sorts of things. But then if we go to my own notebooks or yours when you create your own notebooks, there are so many things you can do. And this is why I prefer the mobile, the web app version on my mobile device. You have reports, flashcards, quiz, mind maps, video overviews, audio overviews, things like that. So this version is much better than just using the mobile version. But you can use both because I use both as well. Now, here's an example of what the sales quiz actually looks like. So it can ask you a question. You then have options. So it's like multiple options. It actually also allows you to ask for a hint, which I find very engaging. So you can give me a hint if I'm not too sure what I think it is. And then I can then go ahead to answer the question. And I'll know whether I got it or I missed it. Next up, you have the mind maps. The mind maps are just kind of giving me a quick overview of what exactly I want and how I can learn things faster. And then we move on to the flashcards. The flashcards are just kind of helping me with building a retentive memory, things like that. There are other features, but those are the ones I use the most. Alongside learning how to use the NotebookLM, I strongly suggest that you also learn how to use ChatGPT. So you can watch this video here to see how I've used ChatGPT for over 1 year.